When he lifts off the ground in a jump, it's explosive, like he floats.
Yeah!
I felt very fortunate and proud throughout the entire time of coaching Julian that he was able to just succeed on such a high level. And for an athlete that you work with to work as hard as he did and care as much as he did to succeed at that level was really, really rewarding.
So high school was a bit tough for me. I had been dealing with a speech impediment like I do now, and I had been diagnosed with a processing disorder, so I was always behind in my classes. I didn't actually think that going Division I was even an idea. And so throughout the years of track, I had my marks kept on improving, but my grades kind of stayed the same. And so I only had 3 offers. My senior year, I had Western Illinois, Indiana State, and SIUE. Whenever I got there, I kind of made that conscious choice that I wanted to do something special there, and I hope that I left it better than whenever I got there.
He believed that if he put in as much hard work as he could, he would get it better. And eventually he did. He started performing well, started scoring high his first year. Outdoor, he won, OVC high jump. And then it just branched out from there, and he got stronger. And he kind of delved into learning the craft. So not just basing on his raw talents, he watched a lot of film, he talked to his coaches all the time. And so getting him to the point where he started getting top tier and even, world tier.
He wasn't at national meets in high school, he wasn't getting recruited by big universities or anything. So he has always felt like he has had something to prove, and I think that's been a big benefit to him because he understands how hard he had to work to reach the top, and I think that's always going to stay with him as he continues to train because he knows what it's like to really work to get somewhere.
Whenever I started climbing the ranks, it was extremely fun to just say I wasn't at a Big Ten school. I wasn't at an SEC school. And SIUE really made me feel like they were with me the whole way.
He just set the tone for the whole group of what it means to show up every day and use every opportunity that you have to make yourself better. And it, showed in his results. He really never stopped improving and always practiced like he wanted to succeed, which is something that a lot of people say, I want to work hard because I want to do this and do that. And anyone who came to practice was able to see that he was always dialed into, what is it that I can do today to reach whatever goal it is that I have.
For Julian, I don't think it's. I know he enjoys winning and his goals, but for Julian, I think it's as long as he gets better. It really doesn't matter what his mark is, as long as he's progressed more than where he was before. And I think that goes to, his a testament to what his work ethic is. He really just works hard to get to the next step so that he can improve himself at the next meet. And wherever he lands, But for him, I think it's much more about him perfecting his craft more than, what medal he got.
He is a really hardworking athlete and has an incredible amount of passion for it. He really put 100% of what he had into it and was really inquisitive about asking questions, Coach, what can I do better? What am I needing to improve on? What am I doing well? And, there's just nothing that he left on the table in terms of trying to make himself the best he could be.
Whenever I was in the trials, I was the second youngest jumper there. And so I was just turned 21 and I felt like a boy amongst men at the time. And so it pretty much taught me that even though that I was there, there was more growth. Seeing people qualify for the USA team and like how special that is, that's something that I definitely want to happen within my lifetime.
To get to see him again at Eugene, Oregon, is something that me personally, I would love to see. I got an opportunity to go out there when he went to the trials the first time, and seeing him next to Will Clay and just Olympic athletes that I grew up with, that I knew. And seeing your son just standing there right next to him, it's just a memory that I will never lose. And I think he has a really good chance of getting there if he works hard for it. Nothing's given to Julian. Julian wants to earn every bit of it, and hopefully it'll turn out the way he wants it to.
I would say my parents. So my dad has been to, I want to say, every meet that I've had. I don't think he's missed one, and so just having him there and just, it's actually kind of funny because there's something that we do whenever I get to the meets.
We kind of have this signal now that when he walks out, he looks for me and kind of gives me a little, wave that, I see you up in the stands, Pop.
To help relax me, and it really does. And so like you're talking about, I've been to some of the biggest places within the US, and so just giving him that cue of just like, I can be relaxed now and to try my best. He's been there every step of the way. My mom has seen things in me that I would have never thought of. It's actually kind of funny, the story I love to tell. Whenever I was 12 years old, my mom told me that I would jump 7 feet one day. And I was only jumping like 5'4" at the time, so about 1.5 feet off. And so I was looking at her like, you're crazy, like this will never happen. And going through school and kind of finding out that 7 feet was something that I could do was exciting. And so I jumped 7 feet in front of her for the first time my junior year. And my senior year, I ended up jumping 7'3" in front of her, and like I'm sure that there's film of it out there, that I make 7.3. I'd go to do a round off backflip for some reason because it sounded good. I couldn't because I was scared that I was gonna overdo it, so then I just fist bumped. But then I'm like trotting off, and then like I felt like weak, and I like went to my knees, and like it was like everything had came full circle. Like everything that my mom said, everything my dad said, everything my coach said, the training, it was all worth it. And so that's part of the reason why I do it now, is just to find that feeling, that emotion that no one can take.